Hi guys, welcome back to Learn with KD. You are listening to Kaushal Daftari, and today I am going to revise. This is going to be a rocket revision for audit. I'll be revising specific essays, specific essays which will cover immense marks in your syllabus, in your examination, upcoming examination. So please be patient, and I will try to sum this up within 5 minutes. So if you can devote your 5 minutes to me, you're sorted. You're all sorted for your examination. I'll just give you the important crux, important things to note in this entire standard. So let's begin, right? So if you're new to this channel, please subscribe and hit that like button, and let's start. So I'll give you a background about what this standard is going to tell you. So basically what happens is in this essay we first, the name of the essay is forming an opinion and reporting on the financial statement. So the work of an auditor is to form and report on the audit of the financial statement and audit on the financial statement, right? So the purpose of the audit is to enhance the degree of understanding, the degree of confidence of the intended users of the financial statements. Now you'll say that okay, these things I know, but tell me the main crux of it. So coming straight to the point, I'll tell you the basic elements of the audit report. There are, I think, 13 elements. The first one being title, that is the independent auditor's report title. First one. Second one is the addressee to whom the auditor addresses the report. For example, in the case of companies, the auditor reports is towards the stakeholders, right? Because the owners, the real owners of the company are the stakeholders, the shareholders. Third element of the audit report is auditor's opinion. But let me tell you, this can be a MCQ question. The first section of the audit report is the auditor's opinion, and the first element of the auditor's report is the title. You got that? First section is auditor's report, first element is title. Okay, good. Fourth one is basis for opinion. So here the auditor, as per the audit which he or she has conducted, gives his or her opinion. Auditor's report in the essays, he has to just report whatever he has conducted during the entire year into this report, his opinion. So he states the audit was conducted as per the essays. He refers to the section of the auditor's report that describes the auditor's responsibility. Third one, the independent of the entity. The auditor is independent of the entity as relevant to the ethical requirements relating to the audit, and has also fulfilled the auditor with other ethical requirements. Basically, it is just telling you that the audit has to be done in an independent manner and in an ethical manner. Okay, with ethical requirements. The fourth point being audit evidence. It is very easy. After that, you have the fifth element of the auditor's report, that is the going concern as per SA 570. Going concern. Sixth one is key audit matters, that is there in the 701 essay. You can refer from there. Seventh one is management's responsibility for the financial statement. So the auditor's report shall include a section which tells about the management's responsibility. That is element number 7. Then we have 8th is the auditor's opinion. This is the auditor's responsibility for the audit of the financial statement. In this section, the auditor himself reports the auditor's responsibility. Right. The 9th one being the location of the description of the auditor's responsibility, like within the body of the auditor's report. First, second is within the appendix to the auditor's report. Third, on the website of an appropriate authority by specific reference to the same in the auditor's report. 10th one is the reporting responsibility. So that is as per the section 143.3. So you can refer from there. That is very easy. Now coming on to the 11th point, this is very important. This is the signature of the auditor. If the audit is conducted by a personal individual auditor, it is his personal name will be as a signature. If the firm of auditors does it, it will be the name of the audit firm as a signature. And membership number requirements, a new concept of UDIN was added. UDIN is nothing but unique document identification number. So this is very important. You can just have a brief, like not that relevant for the examination, but yeah, for MCQs they may ask. So the 12th element of the auditor's report is place of the signature. So it is supposed to be in the city where the auditor has signed the report, right? So that is a city. The 12th element is signature, place of signature, the city. The auditor's report shall name specific location which is ordinarily the city where the auditor has signed the audit report. And the last element is the date of the auditor's report. The date shall be not earlier than the date on which the auditor has obtained sufficient and appropriate audit evidence. So these were the 13 elements of auditor's report. I hope you enjoyed the lecture, and for such crisp and short lectures so that you can just refer them before going to the examination, you can follow, you can comment, and yeah, just stay in the game, guys. You can do it, and just keep revising. And if you have any doubts, you can put them in the comment section or the Telegram, as the case may be. So yeah, let's learn together. This is Kaushal Daftari signing off.